Hey there, guys and gals. Melodic Symphony here. Today we're going to finish up this specific session of Roommates. And I think it should be a relatively easy ending. I don't know how it's going to end. I mean, some endings have had like really bad turns that like seem like there should be a better ending. But I mean, I'm really curious how this ending's going to go. So let's do it. Yeah, okay. Give me a call tomorrow and we'll run down the set list, okay? You got it, man. I think tonight I'm gonna make I'm gonna take Sally out. Yeah, seems like a good plan. Memphis and I wave goodbye to each other, and I know Sally's home, though with finals coming up pretty soon. I grab my jacket and head back outside. Unless I missed my guest, she should be around right about now. Hey, Max. I spin around and spot Sally coming back. Oh, hey. Looks like I was a little late coming out. Well, I'm glad you came out anyways. Here, let me put Veggie away and we'll just go for a walk. The two of us. 20 minutes later, Sally and I are walking around town, hand in hand. It's a little embarrassing, but she's cute, so it's alright. So, if we can get enough signatures, the dean promised to look into the issue. Wow, nice work, Sally. You're really taking a stand here. Well, yeah, my poli-sci professor says he'll give me extra credit for it, so it's not entirely altruistic. Well, how are you doing in that class anyways? Pretty well. The professor used to participate in protests all the time when he was a student. He's been pretty inspirational. That's my lady. Gonna change the world one day. Hopefully more than once. What about you? You want to sign our petition? Yeah, sure. Show it to me when you get back. You know, I hope your band does take off. There's nothing like a rock star to get a message out there. I grin and Sally squeezes my hand. Well, every great rock star needs an activist girlfriend. Keeps me from getting all strung out on crack. I can get all strung out on the environment. I hear you can get hella high off an oil-covered seagulls. And that may be a little off message. Still, good to know your heart's in more or less the right place. Hey, if it's in your hands, I know it's the right place. Ooh, okay, so I'm not looking at the guide right now. I'm going to take a look at it as soon as I make my guess. Let me know when your next protest is. I'll come bail you out. Or don't play too safe. I like a troublemaker. I'm going to be honest. I do think it is I'll come bail you out. But I'm going to check anyways, because... Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I would have fucked up super hard. Right at the end. Well, don't play it too safe. I like a troublemaker. I'll just bet you do. Don't worry. I don't plan on giving you an easy time. Sounds fun to me. I look forward to taking everything you can dish out. Sally pulls me close and just kisses my cheek. I think you're more than a handful for me too, boy. Sally smiles as we just continue our walk, and after a little while we find a nice bench. We watch the sun set as we talk, my arm around her. I think the event's on Thursday or Wednesday. I can't remember. Is it? Yeah! Getting better. Tonight's the big night. Everything I've worked for comes down to tonight. Alright, Max, you got everything ready. Well, just about. We've got all the flyers all printed up and the spare stuff all ordered. Had to get some spare amps and a few new mics. So long story short, bro, it's time to pay the piper. Yeah, alright, but otherwise we're all ready to go, right? Yeah, so I don't think Ann's paying us until after tonight, so you better have the money up front. Or you can call everything off. It'd piss off some people, but it's better than starving in the gutter somewhere. Must you always be so dramatic? A few hours later, I'm standing at the rental party hall, watching everything get set up. God, it looks like Anne went out of her way to get this whole thing going right. I can see a bartender setting up shop. I hope she won't mind a few extra guests when our fans show up. Finally, I spot the band coming in. There you jerks are. I thought you stood me up. You wish. Then you would have had the whole stage to yourself. As the band files in, I'm a little surprised to see Sally helping them carry instruments up to the makeshift stage we set up. As she puts down the instrument she's carrying, she comes over to She comes over to give me a quick kiss. You need anything else, sweetie? Otherwise, I'll go see if Anne needs a hand. Nah, I think we're good. Thanks for the help, Sally. She smiles and blows me a kiss and just heads off to help Anne. After another hour or so, I hear Anne yelling across the hall. Okay, everyone, I'm going to open the door. Close the curtains. You're on in 20 minutes, Max. I give her a thumbs up, and she just smiles as the curtains close. I can hear the crowd gathering and take a quick peek through the curtain. The band's almost ready. Our sound checks are long since finished. We're just making sure everything's locked down. Good crowd out there. Looks like we got a lot of attention. Yeah, I bet that fire was badass. I grin at Memphis and close the curtain. A few minutes later, I hear Anne walking on stage. Everyone, thank you so much for coming to attend my end-of-the-year party. I know a lot of you are freshmen like me, and if nothing else, we first year should stick together, so let's not let this year be the last year we see each other. I hope we can support each other and be friends all through college. She's laying it on a little thick, but I'm sure she's just excited. The crowd roars in appreciation of the sentiment, though. Good to hear they appreciate it. And with that in mind, here's another band fronted by another first-year student just like us. So I hope you're ready to rock like never before. May I present Back Alley Flash? The curtains pull back almost instantly, and I just strum a chord, taking a quick look around at my band before grinning and hitting immediately into our first song. As I look over the crowd, I can tell the house is full. Everyone cheers as we ready to get going on our first number. It's going to be a great set. At least when I look carefully, I can spot all of our roommates here, ready to enjoy the show. Heck, even Duzhnik showed up. Back Alley Flash plays its heart out for the next 70 minutes, and by the end, the crowd is cheering and loving it. Heck, I think the bar may be helping a bit, as it seems like a lot of them went off to get blasted while they were playing. Still, as long as they had fun, I really don't care how they got there. And then when the crowd inevitably calls for an encore, we give it to them, playing a fast dance number. Heck, most of the crowd grab a partner and start dancing up a storm. I noticed Rakesh grabbing Cartman for a dance. I'm surprised to see Cartman grabbing Rakesh's ass, though the grin on his face tell me it's alright with him. I can see all the other roommates dancing together, making a nice circle. Finally, we finish our set and the curtains close on us. The band stands up and stretches after a long set and just cheers. We did a damn fine job out there. Not bad, you stage hog. Not bad yourself, jerkface. I give him a quick hug before high-fiving Jerry and Slim. Memphis won't let that stand, though, and just drags all four of us in for a group hug. Suddenly, Slim's boyfriend breaks us up by wrapping his arms around her, and we all laugh as she turns to slug him one in the stomach for sneaking up on her. Luckily, she's not the only one with the backstage visitor. Sally comes running backstage to plant a big kiss on my lips. I smile broadly, hugging Sally close. Finally, we all head back out into the crowd to revel in our adoration of our new fans. This is the true definition of a rock god. We make our way over to the roommates who are all still gathered. All right, how was it, really? That was a damn good show, Max. I didn't know you actually had hard work in you. Oh, I'm gonna blush, douchebag. Thanks. Everyone laughs and congratulates me on a job well done. And with that, I think everyone deserves a drink. On me. Everyone cheers as we go forth to celebrate the end of the year for a little longer. Ooh. So, I think that was the good one because it told me like the bartender would be bored or something. I don't know. All right, kids, you've got finals next week, so I'm sure you've all got plenty of studying to do. I could try teaching you something that's going to be in the finals, but really, why should I start teaching now? The professor throws a slide on the projector that just says study before walking out of the room. Heck, half the class opens their book and starts studying, and the other half stands up to just pick up their things. Not sure which I should do. Suppose I really should get some studying done. I don't want to blow my finals after all. Wait. No, play. Heck, well, if I'm going to study, I'm doing it in my own place. I pick up my things and head out the door with a bunch of the other students with quite the same idea. I make my way over to the cafe. Heck, I figure I'll get a bite while I study. Wow, Max, I guess the gang's all here. I look towards Sally's voice and see that all the roommates are just really here. They've all gathered around a table in the corner. Looks like even Isabella took a break from work to sit down. Heck, we all just kept coming in one by one. I suppose our great minds have thought alike. Sally waves at me, smiling and patting an empty seat. Is everyone else's professors as crazy as Professor Task's? Nah, he's the only asshole with tenure around here. Heck, I think the schedule's all just worked out. Wow, we almost never get to do this. This is so nice. Yeah, we should get together more often. Most of you are, pretty alright. Isabella reaches out to punch me in the arm as she laughs. It's been a long year, hasn't it? It really has been. Lots of fun. Yeah, I think this has been the most fun I've ever had, this year. I'm just happy you managed to learn something, like one singular thing. I don't know what exactly, but, you know. Oh, shut up. Honestly, you guys, thanks for everything this year. How about this? I know I got here late, but everyone gets a drink on me. Everyone around the table cheers as I go over and just make an order at the counter. As I wait for the other clerk to get my order ready, I look back at the table with all my roommates. Friends sitting around it. This has been a good year, and frankly, I can't wait to see what happens next. The next 2 weeks fairly blew by, and between my finals and everyone else, I barely got any time to spend with my friends. I put a lot of work into this last final, but it's not really my last one. Sometimes the idea of 3 more years of this seems incredibly daunting. Which is precisely why I didn't want to get caught up in this college bull in the first place. Ugh, I probably wouldn't be on campus today if it didn't need to sell back some books. As long as I was here, though, I went ahead and printed off my grades for the year. Ugh, my grades this year have been pretty bad. I was hoping to make up some of these last tests. It's not really a big deal, though. I'm probably going to get a lecture from Mom and Pop sometime this summer. That's new. I haven't seen that. I don't think that's specific to Sally's. I think that since I was doing some studying, I think that's what triggers it. As I walk back towards Latin House to pack some things for a trip back home, a couple people wave at me. I think they probably caught my show a few weeks back, and I give them a wink and smile. The two seem glad I wave back, and they throw up the horns at me, giving me a loud cheer. I give a quick bow before going on my way. I'm glad people liked the show. We've gotten a lot of buzz off it. Finally standing back on the porch of Latin House, I think all over the things I've done this year. Smiling to myself, I open the door and just head inside, and almost immediately run into Sally. Whoa, hey, hey Max. Whoa, sorry Sally. We spent a few moments apologizing to each other. For my part, though, I can't really help but wonder how I ended up with this bleeding heart vegetarian. I lean down to pet Vegemite. I don't have to lean as far as I used to. He's really gotten much bigger. He licks my hand, and he just grins happily at me. He really is a sweet dog. Almost as sweet as his owner. As I pet him, I just find myself feeling content and happy. Yeah, she's a bleeding heart, but that just means she's not afraid to stand up for what she believes in, and, well, my rock and roller soul really appreciates that. There it is. I was wondering when it was going to happen. What? Do I have something on me? Oh, what? No, you're fine. Damn fine if you ask me. Oh, you're just giving me a goofy grin, you smooth talker, you. Oh, actually, can I ask you a favor? Sure, what's up, babe? I was down at the dog park in town a couple of weeks back, and we met someone with a dog like Vegemite. She's a mutt, too. We were talking about what breed we thought they were. Well, anyway, long story short, I promised to house sit for the little bit this summer since the two get along so well. Want to come help me walk her? Oh, you're sure you're not trying to bring another dog home, right? Oh, shut up and come on already. She smiles as we head down the street, off to pick up some strange dog. 25 minutes later, the two of us are walking down the walking lane in the campus park. And this is adorable. Luckily, this new dog is well behaved. Thanks for coming out with me, Max. I really appreciate the help. Last time I tried to walk both at once, they just set about chasing each other, dragging me halfway around the park. Well, if that's all you're looking for, we can tie him to 2 different trees, and I can just drag you all around behind some trees. We can tie him to 2 different trees, and I can drag you around behind some trees. I think I'm missing something. Oh, okay, I get it. Huh, don't be gross, Max. Also, we're not leaving the dogs unsupervised. Well, at least Vegemite's neutered. I mean, it means I can trust him a lot more than I can trust you. Ah, words hurt, my dear. Words hurt. Sally just laughs at me. Well, with me. See, this is why I keep you around. You don't put up with my crap. Oh, I thought you kept me around for my veggie-filled body and that thing I do in the sack that you love. Okay, I can't. 1 second, hold on. Sorry, I had to pause it for a minute straight. Okay. I just wasn't expecting that. I thought you kept me around for my veggie-filled body and that thing I do in the sack that you love so much. I wasn't expecting that line. There were hundreds of other lines that I could have imagined. That wasn't one of them. Whew, okay. Look, I'm not saying you don't come with some additional benefits. Oh, did you upgrade me to the full package? Do I come with climate control? Well, I've certainly turned up the heat doing that thing in the sack you love so much. I love it when I can get Sally to blush. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm glad you're here with me. I'm always happy when you're around. Even when I make bacon? Don't push your luck, chump. Yes, even when you're performing questionable acts of animal consumption. Good, because I'm happy with you too. We pause in our walk, ignoring for a brief moment the tug on our arms. When her lips meet mine, the sun sets in the distance. I feel like I've made all the right choices in life. The happy sigh coming from her as we kiss in the road tells me she feels the same. I tell you the magic broke when the tugging on her arm became a bit more insistent, but honestly, that magic never did break. So yeah, that's the last thing I remember about my first year of college. It's been a year since I thought about my college days. To look back at the time I spent in Latin House, it was definitely the start of a new chapter for me. The world seemed full of possibilities, and I think I really wanted to seize them all. Though maybe I could have seized my grades a little harder. I managed to graduate college, though, just barely, sometimes by the grace of a professor's goodwill, and occasionally a little dirt I had on them, but that's neither here nor there. My parents kept paying, and I kept going, and eventually got to the end, one Bachelor of Arts and a Music degree richer. Whatever did happen to the others? It's hard to remember everybody these days. Let's see. So since no one else... Okay, so it assumes you at least make one friend and then, of course, the person you dated. So it assumes I would have had at least someone. So it was it's preparing the text for, the others, and then it's okay, but I've left out this person, haven't I? She's the only one. So it's just I should tell you about the others. Oh, but I've left out Sally, haven't I? Sally managed to get us into a fair amount of trouble. Heck, we even got arrested a few times during our college years. Usually it was just some protest where we'd get taken in with a bunch of others. We generally got off with slaps along the wrist. But when we weren't protesting, everything was great. She got pretty big into yoga for a while, and heck, we did that together. Heck, I helped keep her from adopting every stray in the greater metropolitan area. It was a pretty good run. Oh, okay, that scared me. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I have to go back and fix it. Dang it, I have to go back and fix it. I didn't know I messed up. Okay, let me fix it real quick. But I'm going to go ahead and finish reading this, but yeah, I'm going to go back and fix it. You're in this trick then because your sum of the stats associated with this character is below 600. You can discover a better ending if this exceeds requirements. After the second arrest, though, I stopped going with her to protest. The next time she got herself arrested, I still went to bail her out, but that was pretty much the straw that broke the camel's back. We broke up pretty soonly after that, and I think I made it to our junior year. Either way, the breakup was pretty ugly, so we avoided each other for the rest of the time. I don't really know what happened to her after school. I just know I stopped hearing from the others. I stopped hearing from the others about her as often, so she must have moved out. As for me, well... Back Alley Flash definitely got a kickstart that first year of college. We kept working on our act while I was at college, but after college, the band did really well once I was out of college, and I could concentrate full-time. Our following from the school was pretty huge, and heck, we soon graduated from Graz's Bar to playing honest-to-God stadiums, and we were filling them. Luckily, the industry being what it is, we didn't rise to instant stardom. I think we would have imploded. I know I missed some chances with my education, but it paid off in the band. Heck, I'm not sure if you heard our last album. The guys producing it really did some magic. If the pre-orders are any indication, this one should probably hit at number 10 on the charts, which heck ain't half bad. But yeah, everything else about me, you probably already know, and at any rate, that's good enough for now. I feel like I'm talking about myself for ages. How about you? How's your college experience? Okay, pause. I'm going to be right back. Okay, so I think I fixed it. I actually didn't check, which I really should have, because now I'm going to look like dumb if it didn't fix it. So, here's how I think it fixed. Let me just... let me see when it changes. Oh, hard to remember. Let's see. Oh, but I've left out Sally. God dang it. I think it's funny. She managed to get us into a fair amount of trouble. Same thing. Okay. I helped keep her from adopting every stray in the greater metropolitan area, and it was a pretty good run. Luckily, before I had to put a final stop to any protesting, she managed to get noticed by a national animal rights advocacy group. And apparently her willingness to put herself out there had really caught their eye when, well, their cause is right up her alley. She buckled down and got her communications degree and had a job waiting for her right out of college. She does publicity, actually. Between my band and her career, it was a little hard to keep things going. We ended up with a long-distance relationship for a while, and both of us had a traveling lifestyle we always had each other to come back to. Finally, after working out on a joint venture for an ethical farming campaign, I just asked her to move in with me. We're not together all the time, but we've been sharing this place ever since, and as for me, well... Back Alley Flash definitely got a kickstart that first year of college. Okay, so this is a good ending. We kept working out on our act while I was at college, but after college, the band really did well once I was out of college, and I could concentrate full time. Our following from the school was really huge, and as soon as we graduated from Gaz's bar to playing honest-to-God stadiums, we were filling them. Luckily, the industry being what it is, we didn't really rise to instant stardom. I think we would have imploded. I know I missed some chances with my education, but it paid off in the band, and I'm not sure if you heard our last album. The guys producing it really worked some magic. And if the pre-orders are any indication, this one should be a hit at number 10 on the charts, which heck ain't a half bad. But hey, everything else about me you probably already know, and at any rate, that's good enough for now. I feel like I've been talking about myself for ages. How about you? How was your college experience? Okay. So good to know it does tell you do something wrong. Okay, so I think I've done every ending correctly so far. I'm just, now I have to deal with all the more complicated endings. As soon as I finish up with Anne and Rakesh. So my problem was, I wasn't managing my sleeping, so it wasn't actually gaining me the stats I needed. Again, I only play this on easy because I want to do the story. It's good. I love this game. I really do. I think the aspect of it where you have to get specific requirements is nice. And I just love the stories in general. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. And hey, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!